Welcome to aminacademy.com. In mathematical economics, let us discuss about optimization of multivariable function in economics. Optimization, what is that? Optimization of multivariable function is a key tool for understanding how the individuals and firms make decisions to maximize profit or utility in economics. It involves using the mathematical models to analyze the variable like cost, revenue, and constraints. For example, food processors frequently sell different grades of the same products, quality, standard, economy, and sell part of their output under their own brand name and part under the brand name of a large chain store. Clothing manufacturers and designers frequently have a top brand and cheaper imitation for the discount department store. Maximizing profit or minimizing cost under the conditions involve the function of more than one variables. Thus, the basic rules of optimization of multivariable variate functions to be understood. Constraint optimization of multivariable functions in economics. Constraint optimization is a mathematical techniques used to find the maximum or minimum of multivariable functions when there are constraints on the input values. It is a fundamental tool in economics and real life. Constraint optimization is said to occur when one or more of the variables in the objective function is constrained by some functions. Hence, constraint optimization problem will have an objective functions and a set of constraints. Next one, what is homogeneous production functions? A homogeneous production functions is a production function that has a special characteristics where output increases by specific factor when each input is multiplied by a number. The degree of homogeneity determines the type of returns to scale. Here, this is a labor, here capital. This is a scale line of expansion path. So these are different curves. In that degree 1, what is degree 1 in that? Constant returns to scale, meaning the output increases by the same proportion as input increasing returns to scale, meaning output increased by a greater production than input. First one is degree 1 is constant returns to scale, meaning output increases by the same proportion as input. Next one, degree greater than 1. What is that? Increasing returns to scale, meaning output increases by greater proportion than input. Next is degree lesser than 1. What happens? Decreasing returns to scale, meaning output increases by a smaller proportion than input. What is homogeneous? Production functions are often used by agricultural economists to represent transformation between agricultural inputs and products. They are generally multiplicative rather than additive, though there are some exceptions also. A homogeneous production function degrees of homogeneity is related to its returns to scale. Before we read this one, next one, return to scale. What is that? Here some more information about returns to scale. Constant returns to scale. What is that? This can occur for a firm over the long run. For example, if all inputs are doubled, then output will also double. Increasing returns to scale. This can occur if a technology requires a minimum level of output to be feasible. Decreasing returns to scale. This can occur if there is limited availability of scarce resources such as managerial talent or natural resources. Next one, Optimization of Cobb-Douglas production functions. So, what is that? A Cobb-Douglas production expresses the quantity Q of output as a function of capital K and labor L. For an example, Q equal 2k power 0.4 into L power 0.6. This is the basic Cobb-Douglas function. The exponents of each factor represent the share of an increase in Q attributable to that factor. Next one, constant elasticity of substitution or CES production function is used as a means for illustrating how the shape of isoquants changes as the input mix changes. Example of research using a Pen's-log production function to estimate elasticities of substitution for agricultural inputs are cited. Optimization of Cobb-Douglas production functions. Economic analysis frequently employs the Cobb-Douglas production functions. Now, for the more information and problem solving, let us do in next videos. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.